is there any other areas along, like within your areas, are there any other sites that they're looking at right now? To your knowledge?
Well, we represent 7 First Nations, so, I mean, there are a number of sites that are out there that are, what happened when they did this policy release, there was a statement of intent. And there wasn't a lot of uptake on it, but recently they've changed the policy a bit, so almost every site that's 1 or 2 megawatts, right up to 4 or 5, they all have what's called an applicant of record by now, or, you know, anything that's even remotely worth developing, they're spoken for. So they're doing their studies, they're proving out the resource to see if it will generate, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever megawatts, up to the other policy that goes hand in hand with this is called the standard offer program. So anything that's over 10 actually is, you got to go through another process. But so up to 10 megawatts is, and it all depends, of course, on where the transmission is. If transmission is far away, it makes it less economic. I mean, you know, it's about, on average, $150,000 to $200,000 per kilometer of transmission. So it depends. If the site's out in the middle of nowhere, it's not likely to be developed at that price.
If it's not within your immediate area or your immediate region.
You want to turn your mic on there, Jack?
Sorry. If it's not within your immediate area or your immediate region where you would benefit from it, and say, for an example, there was another area where they would derive more megawatts, would you find a conflict amongst each other as far as who would get
No.
the site? so
No,
to
if you're
speak?
saying that, for instance, there's some developments in Treaty 9 on the Albany River, going to be perhaps a potentially huge hydroelectric, more than a Renner River site there. If they develop that, that's in Treaty 9. We're under the treaty, we might be, we'd have to make an argument for it, but I think we could successfully do it. But that territory belongs to the Albany River First Nations in that territory. That's their traditional land.
I see.
And it's a large area. Treaty 9, as you know, or you may not know, but it's the size of France, 2/3 of Ontario. So, I mean, it's, in our area, for our communities as a whole, covers, you know, substantially from, you know, down around the Tri-Town area, all the way up to and beyond Highway 11 to the Quebec border, and perhaps a little bit outside of that, inside of Quebec, and over to the other side of Kapuskasing, and then down through Chapleau into Wawa, and that's for the 7 communities, and that's just a rough guesstimate of it. And so there's a lot of water potential in there.
Thank you.